Good evening! Good evening, good evening, good evening! It could totally be Return of the Obama if you want it to be. I don't see why not. Return of the Obra Dinn. Let us continue on from our 5 hours and 20 minutes of mystery solving that we have already done. And find out where we left off. We left off searching a ship for something. We were looking for a bod. A hidden bod. The last thing we did was unlock something. Something somewhere is new on the ship. We've not seen before. And I need to remember what everybody was, what everybody did, where everybody was, and what I've already seen. Which is, you know, easier said than done. Something's caught my eye a couple times, and we definitely already saw this guy, right? Like, he got crushed by a cannon, but I don't know, the flies around him makes me think it's new. I don't think it is. Part 5 of 8. Yeah, okay, it's this dude. So this guy, do we know who these guys are? Because it's been a while since we actually saw this. He is the steward, unknown steward crushed by a cannon. Okay, we don't know which steward he is, but he would probably have been hanging around with his officer. The unknown officer. Okay, fine. Do I know all the other officers? Because we know Hoscut, the first mate. We know Edward Nichols, the second mate. Unknown officer and unknown officer. Dang it. Because, yeah, like, I could actually do that through process of elimination. If I could figure them out. This guy is just some topman. He got shot by a gun at a later date. Christian Wolf, gunner, was blasted by a cannon by a terrible beast. Okay, he was right. Okay. Unknown soul met an unknown fate. So this guy I got right. Good to know. This is the guy that actually died here, isn't it? Unknown steward. No, it's not. Who's dying in this scene then? Because, like... Oh no, alright, the other guy died in a different scene. There was a guy I don't know who died at the same time as this guy. Which is not this scene. It's probably someone in this room. But it's not this scene. The guy's falling down the stairs, tripping over themselves. He exploded. Oh, that's the guy who exploded. And this unknown soul was knifed. Okay. Can we go above decks? We can't. I think we've seen all there is to see here. We've learned nothing new. It's nice to go back and see some of the scenes and put names to faces, though. Kind of tie things together. So I need something that is genuinely actually new, though. I don't know what might have appeared. So he was... I don't know how can I ever actually nail that one down? That one's crazy. Because he was executed, so we can never know specifically who actually killed him. He can never be, like, actually set in stone. That's nuts. This is... Speared by a terrible beast. Is this the corpse that leads onto all the other corpses? No, that's those three. Those lead onto all the ones. Oh, is that what the flashy light out to sea is? Is that indicating that that's where these guys take you? There is more out there? Who are you? He was clubbed. That was the explosion. He's the guy who got struck by lightning. I feel like we've been in every room on the ship. I'm not sure how much more there can actually physically be. I don't know why I keep gravitating back to the captain's quarters. This was literally where the game started. Let's go down into the depths. So he's the guy who threw... Yep, he's the guy that threw the fire at the thing. And that went badly wrong. He was impaled. Oh, he's our butcher man? Yeah, Emil. He got a tragic illness, coughed himself to death. And those are the spikes that went through him. So this guy... Did we ever figure him out? I think we just know that he crawled away during the fight, right? Who is this? How did they die? They... I don't know, actually. Let's go back into this, because I need to figure out at least how he specifically died.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
I can't get around. This scene is specifically set up so that you have to, like, view the scene through the windows. Can I get an ID on that guy? That's really annoying because he's literally the one I need to be able to see. Can't see him from here. Oh, can't see him from here. If I could get a good viewpoint through one of the windows, that would be ideal. Oh, hello. Unknown guy shot with a gun, unknown attacker. He's come up a bunch of times. And who's your friend? Gunner, Christian Wolf, the gunner. Okay. I feel like they were... Let me have a look at the crew. Is there anybody, like, connected to the gunner, then? The gunner's mate. I wonder if that'll be the gunner's mate, then. If we know Christian Wolf. If he's definitely Christian Wolf. Is this... I think he would be... Just saw it. That might be right. I think he could be Olus. I don't know how you pronounce that. Weiter? I need to know who shot you, man. Fine. Okay. It's not this guy. It's someone connected to this guy. I need to find the next scene. Yeah. So in the port walk, him. So then the next person. Or in fact, do we want the earlier? Yeah, if we let's take a look at Emil's scene then. I just want to try and get a positive ID on one of these guys.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
So our man is crawling away there. And he was... About to get shot by somebody. Somebody who would be standing around about here, I think. In the next scene. He exploded. That's the guy who burned. Oh, so he's putting out the fire by... Alright, this is this... he's pouring water over the flaming corpse to put it out. Ah, that scene makes sense now. But if the guy's crawling away, then there's must be like another attack moments later after this. So they make for the lazarette. This guy, speared. 5 others present. Where is it? So if he's here... Oh, the fallen guy is like literally on the deck below. Okay. Let's head down. Dead guy over there, so it's over towards this side of the ship. Yeah, this guy. I don't think this helps me. Well, we've got Mubba hiding down here. We got unknown guy. Am I supposed to know who he is? I could know who he is, but it would be difficult. Okay. Unknown still difficult to figure out who he is. Dang it. Fine. Let me just change the audio volume, because I think it's a little on the loud side. Let's go to comfortably loud. Mostly the music. Also, I hadn't even seen the audio menu before. That was a new one. I would turn it down in OBS, but because I think I normally have it a little quieter than this. But I can't because of the way the game works. It literally won't let me quit the game without entirely quitting the game, which sucks. I can't just like change windows. We found the foot. Oh, this is still locked. So there's still more to find in here. But not yet. It's kind of annoying. I don't know specifically where I'm supposed to be going right now. I don't know what might or might not have appeared on the ship. Would be good if you could get a hint in the right direction of some sort. You know, like with the corpses, and it's like, there's a corpse in this scene. Have you found it yet? Or it'll just highlight it if you can't find it. I mean, which parts of the story have I not seen yet? We don't know about the bargain, obviously. We know about the escape. We know about the end, sure. We know about the escape. We've seen these. Bargain, we don't know about. Doom is what during the attack. Soldier of the Sea is Merman. Unholy Captives. What happened during this scene? Oh yeah, struck dead by... Yeah, he got hit by the tail when they were trying to carry it down the stairs. So then he got crushed. Guy went crazy, murdered somebody else. Okay. The calling was when they set off to go do their sort of side errand. Murder was where this all kicked off. Guy got murdered. Framed somebody else. We have seen actually a lot of this. Bitter Cold. Loose Cargo is... We are only missing like 2 pages from Loose Cargo, and that's about it. 2 people died to the cold. Huh. So Loose Cargo would suggest... Cargo deck? Given this is the only chapter remaining to us, I feel like whatever happened had to go on downstairs. What have we missed? Can we get in here? Let me in here. It's the only room left. What's in here? Storage. Some lovely bottles. Is this new? Could we get up and down through here before? Probably. Because yeah, that's our carpenter. I'm pretty convinced it's going to be on this deck. There are flies around this, huh? Hey, I think we got it. Go, 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 go. The loose cargo was rum. And a man died. He was crushed by cargo. You are... unknown? Oh, he's connected to a thing. We got our Formosans. Unknown guy. He's unknown and we cannot identify him. As if there's people at this point in the game still's like, yeah, you still don't know this one. Okay, this must be chapter 1. Shortly after we set sail from Plymouth. Is that Plymouth? I think that's Plymouth. An unidentified stowaway expecting free passage and eventual freedom was instead crushed inside a falling barrel. Okay. It'd be very difficult to identify him in a photo if, like, it's a stowaway. And yet somehow they are in this picture of underway. Should they not have been stowing away? If this is just like shortly after they set sail when everybody's alive so that they can take a picture of it, surely he should be in a barrel at this stage. Okay. This is just unknown person. Solomon Said, who would eventually succumb to the cold. Who's in the background? Oh, now with that guy. Who are you? Somebody who got himself spiked later on. There's folks up here. There's a bunch of folks. I can't get a good line of sight to like actually lock onto any of them. Fine, who's dead? Is this not the guy we're already checking out? We know how he died. He died there. Gotta open the door to let the smoke through. It's like a cat. So he was here.
Wait! No!
So who are they? Unknown. Seems like exactly the same scene, right? Well, it's different cargo, isn't it? They were very clumsy with the cargo on this ship. Oh! Lars got himself clubbed because he was blamed. He was blamed for the accidental death of somebody else. You're like, that was no accident, he did that on purpose. So it must be in relation to this. This guy got killed through negligence, clumsiness, malice, who knows. And Lars was to blame. Who is this? How did they die? They were crushed by cargo. So he still stood there. He's still doing that. He's still doing that. It is pretty much the same scene. If not the same scene. Was the last scene essentially meant to be, this is the death of the barrel, because the barrel was missing? How did the barrel die? Okay. I don't think there's any majorly useful clues here. That's it, that's the chapter. On the cargo deck, unknown soul crushed by falling cargo. An unidentified stowaway expecting free passage crushed inside a falling barrel. Nobody specifically died in this scene. And that's it, we have seen everything that there is to see. Where do we go from here?
Oi! In there somewhere! Storm's coming! Finish your business and climb down here!
Oh! That's not a scene, that's my man. Like the guy who brought me here on the boat. No, I'm not done. Not remotely. There's a whole room that's still locked. I hope the game isn't about to be like, I hope you got everybody, how many did you get? So I'm going to be very disappointed if it does. It is now raining. Does the game end if I go over there? I have a weird suspicion it might.
All done? We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back. If you've still business here, climb up and finish it. Else I'll make to port.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up and finish that. I ain't done. I ain't done. I guess you can sort of just be like, okay, I found everything I can find. Rate me at some point. How do I rank in terms of the mystery solving insurance salesman business? Let me in here, this one's important. Okay, so all we've got left to do at this stage is to piece together clues from the different dudes. We, in theory, should have enough clues to figure everyone out. Oof. Okay, let's have a nosy through and see who it says is easy. So that might be a good place to start. We got him. We got him. Nunzio Pasqua was... Oh, he should be easy to do, yes. Where was his corpse? He's on the main deck. Oh, yep. I know where to find Nunzio Pasqua. He's a good starting point. Because I think we've ID'd some of the other people in the scene since then. Murder.
Hello? Who is there?
So he was murdered by Edward Nichols, who's not confirmed yet.
Who is that?
Was... Oh, cripes. You know what? I never actually figured out specifically what the murder was.
Is that you? What are you doing down here? Hello, yes. All fine here. Just, sorting some things. Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
Nunzio Pasqua was unknown, alive, axe, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned. Eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed, knife, poison, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck. Struck's by monsters, isn't it? Just clubbed? He wasn't clubbed. I think he was knifed by Edward Nichols. It's just so very unclear as to actually what the method of murder was here in this scene. So he's got a club, but he didn't take and use the club. If he wanted to frame somebody, it seems like the obvious thing would have been for him to take... Ooh, shiny treasure. I didn't see that this was here. Oh! That's what the glow is. The glow is the current location of the treasure. So when it's off to the side of the ship, that's where the treasure currently is. Ooh. Interesting. So murder... What do they do with the treasure then? They loaded it up when they tried to make the escape, right? And then they lost it, I guess? Dang it. He's supposed to be easy, but like literally just the fact that I can't make out what the murder weapon is. Just that. That's all that's stopping me. I just can't figure out how. Nunzio's bloody covered the thing. Covered his the wound, the stabbing, the whatever it is. Whatever's happened, he's covered it up with his hand, and now I can't see. Like, you can see that line, which I can't help but feel is just like, that is a knife going through him, right? But that's, I don't know if I'm too attached to that idea, because it's all I've got. Ugh, Nunzio. You're gonna be a problem, I can see you are. Right, who else is easy that I haven't got? Lars Lind was killed by an unknown attacker. Okay. Do we have anything more in the scene that I can work from? During the doom!
Let me on. Over my dead body, you.
That's Lars Lind.
Guy. How's that?
He's just clubbed by this guy.
Before I forget, you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No probes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't wait.
Hang on. Okay, so
No, don't.
there's a brother in there. That's useful information. Lars Lind. Let me all know my dead body, bloody Dane. No cause of trouble. Get in the boat. Thought I'd forget you killed my brother. It was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. Okay. We need to find brothers. So. There's my Lars Lind, the seaman. We've got Is one of the stowaways considered to be a passenger? Our passengers are Abigail, Nunzio, Jackson, Formosans. No, they're not then. We've got the Formosans, we've got the women, and Nunzio. So amongst the seamen, are there any common names? There are two Peters. There's Nathan Peters and Samuel Peters. Do you think... Here's a weird speculation. Samuel Peters, as the stowaway, would be the last person added to the ship's register because he would have been added after the ship set sail. So he was a stowaway, and he inadvertently got crushed, but also he was the one who Lars got blamed for killing? So I think he was killed by Nathan Peters. I think this is Nathan Peters. And he was clubbed by Nathan Peters. Yes! I love it when a plan comes together. He was definitely... Oh, he was genuinely actually knifed. Good, I'm glad that's right. O'Hagan, yeah, we've seen that. And Lars Lind was clubbed by Nathan Peters. Brilliant! I'm happy with that. Okay, who are you, and are you in the scene? He's still a 3-prong. Who are you? You got books. Who's Bucky? I don't know what looks bookish on here. Who would be bookish? The purser. Oh! The purser would definitely carry books. Is he Duncan McKay? I bet he's Duncan McKay. Who else would keep, like, records of anything on the ship? Oh, it's gotta be him. I want to know where his demise was met, though. Met an unknown fate. Memories disappeared. Oh, he vanished at the end? Okay. 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. I mean, is he alive? Oh my god, you can say where they're alive in. Oh my god. I could not possibly begin to speculate on where they might be alive. How the heck would I even know that? Jeez. Okay, so the flip side of this is that I can now put some names to faces. So, back to chapter 1. This unknown soul, he's not unknown, he's Samuel Peters. Sword, that's an entire chapter complete. Great. Cool. Crushed by falling cargo. Yeah. He was a stowaway. He eventually got recruited. I guess they set sail, he came out and was like, hello, I'm a stowaway, and they're like, fine, you're working on the ship. We'll add you to the register, you're number 60. Congratulations. Go hang out with your broski. He's fine. That chapter's done. Nunzio is done. Hoxen Lao. How can I possibly put anyone in for this? I could, like... put it at the hands of the gunner, because I guess the gunner... No, I don't know, actually. Because there were multiple people carrying guns, and I don't suppose any of them were specifically the gunner. An enemy? No. Unknown. He's gonna be trouble. Unknown soul, shot with a gun by unknown attacker. Skip that for now. Don't know what happened to him. What did happen to him? What happened here? It's accessible only to another corpse. I guess he got... Did he just get speared? Did he get... speared? Don't know if that's even true. I would have filled that in if that was right. I think. We might have to play through that chapter again just to get that bit. This would have been filled in by now if that was correct. Because we just got a batch of 3, so if 3 had been correct, and if his was correct, he would have been among those 3. Because I had to get a different one correct in order to get the 3. So if there had been 3 good, Samuel Gallagher would have qualified. I think it's got to be an enemy, not a beast. I wonder if all these spears... Heck. Actually, no, because... Wait, no, because Patrick O'Hagan was defined as being speared by a terrible beast. Yeah, he was killed by one of the things that... Oh. Fine. He was killed by one of the things. I don't know, I need to check him out again then. Bunlan Lim met an unknown fate. What did happen to her, specifically? Edward Nichols, shot, unknown attacker. Oh yeah, that's when they came back. He was like, I've got treasure! The same treasure he took from the ship. And 2 people got away. Don't know who they are. Spiked. Electrocuted. Oh. Oh no, the guy who spoke another language, I forget which language, was not the guy that got killed. But we know that it killed Nick, right? And yeah, we got that. Nicholas was speared, sure. 2 guys strangled. Don't know their identities. Who is this? How did they die? He was shot with a gun. That's all I know. That's really all I know on that guy. We know that his specific point of expiry was when he got shot through the wall by somebody. I can't for the life of me figure out who shot him. Hideous monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. Don't know what happened to that one. Oh, speared by a terrible beast. But I don't know who it was. We just got that, that's fine. Edward Spratt, crushed by a beast. Abraham Akbar. Let's have a quick look at that, because he seems like he should be... If I've got his identity right, his fate should be easier to do. Where was he dead? Are you Abraham Akbar? No. Which of these corpses is Abraham Akbar? Nope. Yeah, it's you. Crushed by a beast, I guess. He's got a tentacle wrapped around him. Yeah, the tentacle wrapped around him, so he was literally just crushed to death between the cannon and the tentacle. Oh, he's the guy who killed Witterel. We still don't know who he is. You got clubbed by Witterel. Oh no, he was knifed by Witterel, sorry. No, he didn't knife Witterel. We know this guy. Recognize those tattoos anywhere. Okay, I think that's all I wanted from this scene. I just wanted to, like, establish quite just what actually did go down there. I think we got it. Until that's confirmed, though. Not useful. Who is this? How did they die? Unknown soul, unknown fates. Wait, was he part of this mess? It is just this guy, right? I think the cannon got both of them, right? I think just blasted by a cannon. Blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. Does that just come on a shot? Yeah, cannon. Let's go with that. Kinda hard to say any more than that, really. If I'm gonna ID him, I'm gonna have to find something more in a different scene, I think. What else was he in then? Oh, right. I guess you can play through sort of all their different appearances, but if you, like, bookmark the memories. I can just go... Yeah, okay, I see. I can just go through all the scenes that he's in. Okay, I see how this works. I guess you can only bookmark one person at a time, though? But I can, like, find all the pages that this person appears in to try and really track them down. I wish it would just list all the memories, though, that they're in, rather than just the first and last. Where did they first appear? He was just somewhere in the background in... Oh god, this was a big scene, wasn't it? Okay, never mind. Now I'm at the wrong chapter. Oh yeah, Doom. Unknown steward. Don't know the officer that's with him though, do I? On the main deck, he looks... He looks stewardy. A little bit. No, he's not. No, because that's a steward. Don't know. Not useful. Got him. Got her. Bunch of mystery people. Duncan McKay, purser. Okay. The fact that they give him 2 means, like, he must be easier to identify. Is the fate of all these just alive? Oh, I can tell where they're alive by where they escaped in the story. So where did this one take place? This took place... The Doom took place in essentially the Canary Islands. Or is it the Azores? We're sort of near... I guess we're nearer to the Azores than the Canary Islands at this point. Was that an option? Did these guys all escape in the Azores? He was on the boat. Alive in the Azores. Possibly. Six memories. Disappeared in the Doom. I guess the last scene would be useful in that then? Did anybody escape in this? No, because well... I don't actually know. She was crushed by rigging. I don't think they were making... I don't think they were making an escape at that point. This is where they were making the escape. Right. So Nathan Peters. Where's Nathan Peters then? What actually happened to him? Nathan Peters is alive in the Azores. I don't know who else got in the boat. I guess if I go back up and have a look at that scene, I can, like, put everybody in that boat status as alive in the Azores. Whoever they may be.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody day. Huh? How's that?
So he's unknown, but he is alive in the Azores.
No cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother.
Are they the only 3 that got out?
That was an accident. No ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the
Okay,
whole thing.
fine. So what happened to everybody else during the scene? Because there were a lot of disappearances. 1, 2, there's 7. Yeah, it says there 7. 7 people disappeared. Only 3 people were like depicted actually getting out on a boat. Four of those did not get out. Well, they didn't get out there anyway. Who escaped during escape? 4 wayward souls. Henry Evans, the surgeon. The steward. And then 2 of the women. Okay. This is like... This is like right towards the end. There are not many people left at this stage. No one else was present. The captain was literally the last to go. Everybody else was gone by that point, somewhere. So, what did happen to everybody else? It seems like a weird one to go from, because I remember this scene. He was just like, "Oh no, you're cut." This was, I guess this was after everything had kicked off and right before the guys were like, "Mutiny, mutiny." Unknown officer clubbed by an unknown attacker. He should be identifiable a bit. Who got killed at the end, do we know? William Hoscott was shot with a gun by Captain Witcherell. How many other officers are there? There's literally only 2. It could only be Martin Parrott or John Davis. The name Martin rings a bell. One of the women, maybe, what's his name? Was it Abigail was calling for Martin, I think. But wasn't she married to Nichols? Paul Moss, first mate steward, was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. He is apparently the easiest, one of the easiest anyway. Oh, last one, move quick. You'll nip to the boat. Paul, look out! Stop, let him go. So wait. Oh, he's easy to identify because they said Paul, right? I don't know who killed him though. That's the problem. 12 others were present. It has to be one of these guys. It wasn't Witcherell. It would have been Hoscott. Where was he? What is that scene? What are we looking at here on this one? That was like the leg. Is that the leg dangling outside the officer's window? It's this one, isn't it?
On your toes.
In that case, no, this is not what I was looking for.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up.
Patrick O'Hagan, we know him. Edward Nichols, sure. Shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Yeah, when they returned, he just got shot. I don't know who shot him. these guys just being loaded into the boat? I guess they are, yeah. This is not the scene I was looking for anyway. It's not the helpful scene. Where's the door off this boat? Who's he? Oh, that's Lars. Okay. So this is not even the chapter. I'm just like I've gotten waylaid there. Which chapter we were in? We were in Escape. Because he should be easy, but the location of his corpse is, don't know. Main deck it says, but like in this bit. Is that meant to be a side view? Yeah, you got the steps up and then he's up here? Okay. Is this him?
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last push!
So we got him. He's just an unknown topman. Bah. Not helpful. Almost killed with a sword by... How many topmen are there? I know he's killed by a topman. I know that much. We can put that in there. Assuming that that guy's right. But I think he is. How many options we got in topman anyway? Omid Ghul from Persia. Would be obvious if it was him. We know what he looks like. Timothy Butemont from Scotland. Could be him. Did he sound Scottish? He didn't sound Scottish. Nicholas Bottrell, Marber, we'd know if it was Marber. Lewis Walker from England, could also be him. Wasn't a Russian topman, I don't think. Don't think. Or is it? Because he is, like, gambling here. And we do know the Russians like their card games. You know, that could be it. That could be the thing. The card games might be the link. I think that might be him. Killed by... Aye! Brilliant. Cool. I like it when my assumptions turn out to be correct. Yep, we know about him. Cool, 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 cool. We're almost a third of the way through the game. Oof. This is heavy going. Oh, so this is them making their escape, isn't it? Oh, okay. Unknown passenger is alive in whichever chapter this is. Don't know about bargain. Escape was kind of in nowhere near anything useful. If they made their escape from here, I don't know whether they would escape to Madeira or the Azores. I guess if the ship's heading this way and they got on the lifeboats on this side, they would have headed towards the Azores? Or is that a silly assumption? Fine. Is alive in the Azores. Who are you? Henry Evans is alive in the Azores. She is alive in the Azores. Did this guy escape or did he get shot? Not sure what happened after this. That was Hoskett. That was Hoskett's buddy, and I really wish we've seen him so often, I wish I had a name for him. Unknown soul alive, unknown soul. Well, there's only two options for them. If I could definitely for sure nail down one, and I guess I have by virtue of, okay, basically where I'm getting at is guesswork. If I know who he is, and I do know who he is, and I know that he's alive, his fate is essentially determined. These two, there's only two of them, and I don't know which one's which. But there were only two passengers. It'd be Emily and Jane, right? If they're right, I will have 3 correct ones, and it'll be confirmed. Which means that's probably not correct. Which means she might be Jane. If that's wrong, then maybe that means they're not alive in the Azores. Maybe it means they're alive in the Canary Islands. And you are also alive in the Canary Islands. Nope. So... are you Jane, who's alive in the Canary Islands? Does that make you Emily, who's alive in the Canary Islands? Okay. I've tried all of the plausible combinations of those, and it does not come out correct. These are not correct. Madeira wasn't even an option, was it? Madeira's not an option, no. Where's Atlantic Island? It's just an Atlantic Island? On Atlantic... okay. Could be. Oh god, yeah, it could be. Could just be an Atlantic Island. They're not near anything specifically, so they may have just gotten off on a nearby island. And she might be Mary still. No, Jane. No. And you might be Emily. Not you. You're not Emily. You're Emily. Nope. Seriously. Where is this? What is this defined as? Which area have they escaped in? What do we call this? It's just like a bit of Atlantic Ocean. Somewhere between the Azores and Madeira and the Canary Islands. Dang it. Where did they escape to? Clestel was... what happened to Clestel here? Oh yeah, we don't know what actually happened to him. He just sort of expired at some point. This is him, right? Was the trail of blood from here? That doesn't normally happen. What just happened?
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Is the squid? Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that. Does that live for nothing?
Is he missing an arm? I think he's missing an arm. To that end, I would suggest torn apart by a beast. Where his arm actually is unclear. And who are you coming up from the hold? Don't know. Hoskut's hanging around all the time. Hoskut's always hanging around. Dodgy geezer, that one. Olus, the gunner's mate. Officer. I don't know that the gunner's mate's right. But maybe. Really wish. Really wish I could get some information on which officer was which. Can we... This guy was in 12 memories. Let's see what we got. So. In fact, let's just go to the first memory. Where this guy first appeared when the guy was framed and shot. It's the first time we ever saw him. Mr. Wolf. Did we ever, like, distinguish who Mr. Wolf was? Because the guy who's... Yeah, Christian Wolf. Okay, yeah, well, no, we totally defined him. Cool. So he appeared in Escape when Edward Nichols was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. There were only 4 people in that scene. He was there. Not useful, though. Okay. Where they got invaded. He also appeared in the fight with the spider dudes. He was there when the octopus took place, or the squid. They actually did call it a squid. We know it's a squid. He was there when Mava was torn apart. He was there when Klestel was torn apart, which is the scene we're looking at. He was there when Paul Moss was done for. And the follow-up when Leonard was shot. Okay. And then in the end, he was finally clubbed. He was clubbed by the dude that did Hoscut in. You kidding me? You go all the way through the game and you're like, no one ever mentions his name. Wait, if he died here, why is he in this one? Unknown soul is knifed by an unknown attacker. I'm not clear what's going down in Escape here. Everything just seems to like get really chaotic towards the end of Escape, and I'm not quite sure how things play out here. Claire still laments that things have not gone terribly well with the beasties, but they're about to like it's died down a bit. Some guys try to get out of there. Paul tries to stop them. Gets himself stabbed. Leonard gets shot on the way out. Olus is planning mutiny. Gets himself shot. By whom? I'm not sure. You know what? That'd probably be a good one to have a look at, actually. Which deck is that on? The gun deck. Towards the back of the gun deck. Kind of just above me, isn't it? I really want to ID the officers. If I can ID the officers, it would help a bunch of things, I think. He's, oh shoot, which one is he? That is the officer I'm looking for. Let's start with him then, I guess.
What's all this shit,
So Olus. Yeah, he was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Wait, he was shot with a gun by an unknown... But the unknown attacker was actually... the officer. Okay. Shoot, where was he? This guy. So I think I start to see. So he was playing a mutiny. The other officer stumbled across him, shot him, and then the officer got clubbed in the back of the head immediately after he shot him. Who are you? First mate Hoscut. Hoscut. Always Hoscut. Unknown guy. We know Brennan, whoever he may be, is one of the few people still left alive on the ship at this stage, actually. Where's the way out of here? Then you. Any clues here? Hmm. I'm not really sure the information we have here is useful. Was he knifed by this guy then? By Olus? Or no, because there's a trail of blood here, blah, 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 blah. But then there's more blood here. I think, oh, this trail of blood was our bosun, right? So I think the likelihood is... Where did he get knifed? Not sure what rank he is. There's a helmsman there that I've not even remotely come across at all. I feel like some of the sort of like Sierra Leone, like they must be distinctive in some way, shape, or form. That I can identify them as, yes, that's the guy from Sierra Leone. Does anybody look like they come from Sierra Leone? Not specifically. Not immediately, obviously, no. Hoxingla, Bunlenla, Itbing. Have I not ID'd him? He's not unidentified. He is the one Formosan I haven't, like, ID'd. Literally, by definition, has to be Chiotan. He was shot with a gun by an unknown officer. Arr! No, he wasn't. He was executed. He wasn't shot by the officer, was he? Ugh. How can I possibly, like, ID this? I'm gonna keep coming back to that one. I'm drawing a blank on it. The blood and him crawling away... It doesn't tie up with what's in this scene, though. Shot with a gun by an unknown officer. He's the guy dying here. Captain can't be trusted. Take the ship, sail east. Mutiny, mutiny, fresh bastard. No. Get shot. There's nothing in this to say, like, I've just stabbed a man. Which is what I'm looking for. This scene is not connected to it. Oof. Fine. I'm tempted to try and figure out one of the apparently easiest bits of this. Oh man, there's stuff going on up here. It keeps saying that the Formosan royalty woman, whoever she is one of the easiest ones to get, so I might have a look at some of those ones out at sea and see if we can piece together some names and clues and things. That would be her. Is this the point at which she died? Specifically what has killed her at this point is not obvious. There's a spear. Oh, there is a spear stuck in this dude. Have I noted him as being speared? Yes. This guy is... He is speared. He is so speared. Speared by a beast. Is that guy speared? Is that a spear that he's got in him? Looks kind of speary. I think it is. Yeah. Steward speared by a beast. He burned to death. That is accurate. Cool. Nichols. Cowering. What have we got as options? She was... I don't know, none of these things. There's a lot of... Some of these have just never come up at all either. Like, no one's frozen. I don't think anyone's been axed specifically. No one's been, like, clawed. Decapitated. No one's drowned. No one's specifically been eaten. Nobody has expired. Like, I feel like some of those would be pretty obvious. I think if somebody had been actually straight up eaten, we'd have picked up on that at some point. I don't know what happened to her. What has happened to her? There's, like, that's not clear. She just slumped in the boat and kind of bloody. I need a forensic scientist, not an insurance claims investigator. You there. What happened to you? Hey, it's the treasure. Oh, it's the shell. I guess it's the shell, isn't it? It's glowing specifically. More than anything else. It's just the shell. So she was already dead in this scene. That's him being on fire. This is on Nichols. How does he wind up in the other boat? Dang it.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
Oh!
Wait! Don't shoot!
Wait, he's supposed to be Chiotan? I said he was spiked.
I yield!
Hold your fire!
If he's alive here... Sure looks like him, actually. When does he die? Perished in Unholy Captives Part 1. Oh, right, of course, they... Yeah, they brought the... Right. So he gets spiked later. I was thinking this was much later in the story, but this is relatively early in the story, isn't it? So, he gets shot by Chiotan. Brilliant. Who we got? Edward Nichols, great, good, the one we just solved. And Chiotan was spiked, cool. And Klestel was torn apart by a beast, so he was right. Unfortunately, Klestel is one of the least useful ones that could have been filled in for me. But having some more confirmation for some of these is good. Where is... Did he just genuinely come back alone? Burned. Oh no, she's still here. She's still here, she's still dead. What other things is there in Escape then? Well, the Calling, isn't it? Not Escape. The Calling. Yeah. Right, yeah, okay, so some of these we saw through, accessible through another corpse, so these 3 fates tied to the other 3 fates. It does not confirm this. But we know this is Edward Nichols, the second mate, so he's got to be the second mate's steward. And he was speared, right? That's where we find out that he was Nichols, right? So that's what ties in Galligan as well. I'm not sure what's wrong with this one. It's literally just knowing how she died that's the problem. Let's go back to this. She was already... Was she already dead? She wasn't already dead, was she? No, because they were already under attack. Keep course due east. Monsters pop up, start throwing spears. He got stabbed in the chest. His limbs stay down. How can I replay some of these events? Because it says accessible only through another corpse. See here when it says Miss Lynn, stay down. I could stand to get into Patrick O'Hagan's scene. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Nichols, shuts up, please shoot. That's when they zap them all with the magic shell. So it's either O'Hagan, because they mention her in O'Hagan. It's got to be O'Hagan or Galligan's scenes. Oh, I can access. Oh, there we go. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm accessing a. Oh, that's what that scene is. I wonder what that was. So accessing a different scene through a different scene.
Keep rowing! Where is it? There! Something there! I see it! Give us us a weapon! Shoot ya! My kid eye!
Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
He was... Oh man. What happened to him? Oh. Oh, is he clawed? He was clawed by a terrible beast. And he is... I feel like one of the Russians, because again, cards. But I don't know. Sure. Oh yeah, Nathan Peters and Samuel Peters were right next to each other. Okay. I don't think he's right. I think he's still alive, but I'm guessing the location's wrong. His name is almost certainly correct. The two brothers have to be together, right? Figuring out what this location is supposed to be is the tricky bit. Fine. Okay, let's go into a different scene. This is too early. Part 1 of 6. I want part, like, 3, don't I?
Reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Check the load of them myself.
Stay quiet and alert. The wind... Suffer no chance against the Obra Dinn.
Shoot ya! We want trouble!
He's got to be correct, so I just don't know what's wrong with him. Definitely Samuel Galligan.
Aye, shut it up.
This is strange things about monsters.
Fine. Don't know. Oh, there's something to look at. Yeah, okay. Does that just take me to her scene? I guess this just takes me to her scene, though. I don't want that, specifically. Part 3. This might be one. Yeah, this is one I want, I think.
O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you roll? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake!
Oh! She gets eaten! Devoured by a terrible beast. Who took the shell with her? Ah, interesting. What's happened to him? Is he just going overboard? And so I think he is one of our drownees. Can you not just drown? Why does he have to be drowned by someone? This is our Hagen. He's been, he was definitely speared. Topman, speared by beast. What's going on here? What's going on here? Galligan was speared. It being Seer had a Barney with him, I think. Oh no, he's just lunging to get. He's just like let me out of here. There's crazy water ladies with spears.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon!
Shoot it! Mike and I! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
So we got him. What has actually happened here? What's this guy? Oh right, yeah, he's... Oh, I see. He like used the spear to cut his ropes so that he could be free. No idea who he is. The last we've seen of him was just going overboard, right? 8 memories, disappeared in the calling. 2 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates cowardly catalogued here. Drowned by a terrible beast. Okay. He was clawed by a terrible beast. Interesting that they show up as just disappearances rather than specifically, yes, this person died, when they totally kind of did. The last we saw of this guy was falling over the side of the ship. The last we saw of this guy was one of the mer people dragging their claws across his chest. And that's that. They're very hard to ID. He's a card player. He's probably Russian. Russians love them some cards. Nope. Nope. I'm wondering how I can just ID more people, because I mean we got a bunch of them, I think, from the crew's quarters, which was found in this scene. Worth going around and checking those again, see if we can find some names. If we can put some names to things, any interactions they have with other people, will hopefully open some more doors. That was this one? Who are you? Guy got strangled by a beast. Okay. Nothing to ID who the officer is, which is unfortunate because I'd quite like to know.
What are his chances? I gave him some love. We'll see.
This isn't the scene that gets us anymore, though. Renfred, okay, he's clear. Abraham, yep. Solomon, yep. And William Asim. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. They're ticked, so they are, to be fair. We got a lot of legs, but no faces. Unfortunately. Oh! That seems like an identifying mark. Someone has a tattoo of a woman. Number 37. Has a tattoo of a woman on his arm. Timothy Butemans, the Scottish topman. Ah, okay. I wonder if I can that's got to come in useful. That has to. We've got our Russians. 47, 45, and 45, 46, 47, sure. Okay. Both of them croaked during the calling. He was shot at the end. So Leonard, okay. Not sure how I specifically came to that. Oh, I came to that conclusion because he was the topman, not the seaman. Right. So the other two must be Alarcus and Alexei. But I don't know which way around. We could have a guess. I mean, that's 50-50, right? Other way around? No. Not clear. It's a lot of numbers and none of them to tie them to any specific people. Which kind of sucks. This specific scene though, which was... which chapter are we at? We are at Bitter Cold. In Surgeon's Room, no. Yeah, this is on the gun deck. 22 others were present. And that's we're just counting all the ones who are asleep, so I can't identify them. Crap. Are there any other, like, identifying possessions or anything that I can make out? I think what I'd specifically like to see somebody have is that hat. You know, the one we've seen a bajillion times. That one. If I can find a dude with that hat somewhere below decks here, that would be ideal. could find that hat, I could tie it to a number. Tie the number to a name. And finally have my man. Should be something. Not seeing it though. I don't think sailors were big on personal possessions, I guess. Ooh, can I just walk into the... I can just walk through this. It's not helpful, but I can. Well, arse. Thought I could find some more out of this scene. Everyone's quarters were on the gun deck. I can't find anything useful just on the gun deck, can I? No, any evidence that this is where men stayed is kind of gone. What happened to you? Who are you and what happened to you? You just got spiked. Is this right? Unknown soul. Oh, he was... No, actually, who are you? Come on, boss. Sounds interesting.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already done the neck.
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat! Ah!
This guy is specifically being spiked here, right? Yeah. Have I tagged him as... I've got him as speared by a beast. But like there's a spike going right for him. Does he not get spiked like moments later? Perished in Soldiers of the Sea. Okay, no, he was speared. He must have, like, just took a giant spike to the chest. Like a champ. It's our officer. And a steward that goes with him. So he's clearly the one who was like, come on, boss. It's a steward and an officer, so they travel in pairs. If I could figure out this officer, ugh, that would be great. Oh no, come on, boss was the guy who got killed. He's the one shouting, come on, boss. So who else is in there in this scene that he could be talking to? Because I have no idea who this is. He looks uniformed. He could be mildly senior. There are still just a few significant roles on the ship that have just not been, like, pinned to anything. Like ship's steward. Is he the ship's steward? Stewards are usually a bit dressed more sort of like that, though. But we also got stewards over here, so could he be a steward? I don't know. Custel and Lars makes sense, I think. This is our man that died here. Right. This is the guy we're looking at. Come on, boss. Who's he stood near? Who is his boss? Would he be near his boss in this scene? That officer? Because this is the officer that's in the scene, so it could be his boss. And like most of the people in this scene are either directly connected to it or reasonably high ranking. There's a couple of topmen, but there's not really like... All the low ranking people are like doing the execution. I feel like he's mildly important on the ship. Wait, hang on. Alfred Klestel was the bosun, right? And we know he's right. We know he's Klestel. Oh, Lars is. Yeah, no, that's right. Who are you? He was speared by a beast. The squid, where's my Frenchman? The squid's gone, your mate was torn apart. How do we not know who he is yet, then? Bosun's mate. Yeah, who is the bosun's mate in this picture? Ow. Arse. Given that he stood next to the bosun in this, I'd be inclined to suggest him? But no, it can't be him because we know he was speared. Dang it, how do I How do I untag, like, this guy? Because this is wrong. The bosun's mate, I know. Arse. This guy's... I guess this is kind of greyed out because I've tied it together differently. But, like, I want to keep this portrait with this demise. But I want to put the name... I want Charles Minor to be attached to torn apart by a terrible beast. Dang it. Well, this has gotten messy. James Wallace, surgeon's mate? Oof, don't know. We haven't even remotely begun to see the carpenters. Where did the carpenters come into all this? I feel like I should have found the ship's steward from India at some point. Timothy Butement we can probably find in another scene at some point. Because we know his tattoo now. Alright, there was actually one I kind of wanted to see. Let me suppose. I'm gonna have trouble finding the one I want now, though. Also, where's the way out of the scene? I don't know the way out. There. Under the spider. It was, I think, around the time Lars bit it. Who was it? Was it Lars? I don't know if it was Lars. Are you Lars? It is Lars. Let me on. No, it wasn't. Lars is not the one I'm thinking of. This one?
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last punch!
What I'm desperately trying to see is, does he have the tattoo on his arm? Because I wasn't sure if he... I wasn't sure if he was going to be Timothy Butement or not. But it doesn't seem like he is, so never mind. I need to find a scene. Ooh, I wonder if he would have been in the scene with the execution, just on the basis that that had a lot of people in it. I wonder if I could find him from this. So if I can put a face to him, I can figure out where he fits into everything.
You have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Nobody got any tattoos? Nobody?
As captain of this ship, and by the
All
authority
got
of the East
sleeves.
India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you
Except
to
for this
death
one arm.
by firing
But-
line.
Let's see what I'm looking for.
When you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Oh my god. 3 bullets went wide. That's something I didn't pick up on. I was like, oh, how can I ever find out who killed this guy? He was killed by firing squad. For the purposes of the execution, yeah, I guess, job done. But with a convenient freeze frame like this, we can see that 3 people were actually wide of the mark. Only 1 person actually hit the dude. This one went wide that way. This one went wide that way. This one went... This guy. This guy. This friggin' guy shot our man. Arse, are you kidding me? Why is it always this guy? How has he come up in 17 memories and I can't figure out who he is? Oh, this sucks. He's supposed to be really easy by now as well. See, so he was... somewhere in this. Same scene, essentially. He was one of the men sleeping down below decks. In this scene. He must have been in one of those hammocks. He also appeared in this. He executed the guy in this by Hong Sin Lao, shot with a gun by who? Who is he? Brennan. He's Brennan. There was a little bit of a guess there, but the name only came up once. And you know what the game's like for shouting the names of people and telling you, yeah, now they're easy. Which absolutely makes this our man Brennan. They did mention Brennan, it said he was easy, so that's Brennan now. Oh, okay. So now I need to find all the people he interacts with. Because he killed... I think he's involved in a lot of murders and things. Brennan knifed by the captain. Oh. So I guess that makes his fate complete. Yeah. I guess we need 3 to find out, though. Knifed by an unknown attacker. We don't know who he was. We should be able to figure this one out, actually, to some degree. Because he's Scottish. So that should narrow it down. Although, how many Scots do we not know the names of? There is... We know Hoscott's Scottish. Timothy Butement is my other Scot. So that must be Timothy Butement. Ah, brilliant. Okay. We can do that. And he appears in Escape. Like, literally one of the last ones. So, and that's the one on the gun deck. Let's go find that on the gun deck. I don't know what his fate is, though. I just know who he is. It would be very nice to be able to, again, as ever before, it's just nice to be able to put the names to faces. Not this one? This one.
Oh no! You're cut!
Wait, what? This was Hoscott?
Leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete Smuts.
Oh! Of course it's Hoscott. Hang on. Hoscott was Scottish as well. Ah, arse. I thought I was on something.
Aye.
To pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Oh, yeah, that okay, suddenly Brennan makes a lot more sense. He's Hoscut, he was in cahoots with Brennan throughout most of this. Yeah. So of course he would summon Brennan. Don't know who this is though. Hoss. Was there a useful name there? Tell Pete's mother. I tried my best to pull him back to save him. Yeesh, okay. So if I can find out who Pete is and how he died, this might be a useful clue. Pete. Who's Pete? Peter Milroy? It's not a name that sounds familiar. I don't know who Peter Milroy is or what role he had on this ship. Who is Peter Milroy? Who knows? Tell Pete's mother I tried to pull him back. From what? I feel like the squid. Edward Spratt crushed, Abraham crushed, Unknown Soul blasted, Steward crushed by a cannon. Don't know. Clearly more to find, but it's getting trickier. He's supposedly quite difficult to figure out, though. So who have we got bookmarked? All of his, right. He just happened to be there in this one. Well, I don't think he actually did anything in that one. He's worth looking at. Was he killed by my man, Brennan? I think he might have been. I feel like Brennan had a hand in the deaths of a number of people on this ship. Was this guy I'm looking for, I think? Oh, no. He was shot by... What's-her-face? Shot by an unknown... passenger. like only two options it could be. It's one of those ones that you could whittle it down by guessing them correctly and seeing what it confirms for you, but I don't know if I've got two other correct ones at this point. It would be Emily or Jane. Don't know at this point. Dang it. It's Henry Evans. I'm sure he's still wildly incorrect, to be fair. Paul Moss. Oh, there's our man. Henry Brennan. With Hoskett, obviously. Which rolls here? One of our top men. Oh. Still difficult to figure him out. Unknown steward. Right, if there's a steward here hanging around with Hoskin, is this Hoskins? Because I think I've got Hoskins steward somewhere, haven't I? If Hoskin is first mate, who's the first mate steward? Not even a I think first mate steward is confirmed now, I guess. At some point, I don't know who or what where he was now, but must be confirmed. Which is why it wouldn't give me the option. Oh man. Okay. Was Brennan involved in this?
Last one. Move quick.
Brennan was here, but not actively involved. Where did the passenger get the gun from? So he stabbed him, and then she shot him. I don't know who she is yet. These guys came a-running. Our captain came a-running. Oh, this is below decks. Ooh, interesting. He's kind of expired at that point. He's not looking so great. Who's this? Rando officer. Gunner's mate. Not confirmed though. Oh, because I don't know who killed him. Oh! Oh, this is the bit with the... Ah, plotting for... Oh, okay. This is the plotting the mutiny room. I've missed this bit entirely. This is cool. Alright. So he was involved in... Yeah. Now, if the captain can't be trusted, you have a plan. Take a ship, sail east, trade rich fish and shells for gold. Mutiny, mutiny. So he's mutiny, mutiny. So, wait, what? So he was shot by him. He's the one who shouted mutiny, and then this officer shot the gunner's mate. This guy's just, like, croaked it. So who is he actually plotting mutiny with? That's not clear. Because in the next scene, he's straight up killed by him. Oh, but this is the guy that winds up with the knife in his back. This is the one that Hoskin's like, oh no, you're cut! Okay. So we're looking for a guy with a stylish neckerchief that pulled some guy called Pete away from something to try and save his life. At some point. How this bit plays out below decks is not clear. They're discussing mutiny. Officer and gunner's mate. Neckerchief overhears it, shouts mutiny, gets a knife in his back from someone. I have to imagine it would be this guy. Because then he perishes in... Oh, no! Which I'd quite like to play back again. So, that would be in this room? Yeah.
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
So yeah, this was the guy that was here. He shouts... mutiny, mutiny. I guess starts running to here before getting a knife in his back.
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Oh man, this is I don't know what I've just brought up here. I've not found this screen before. Is this just everybody who's in this scene? No. So he... Let's see. Now if Captain cannot be trusted, he's our man with the hat. You have a plan. Is the officer. Take ship. Who's there? Neckerchief yells mutiny, mutiny. Fresh bastard. No. And then... I don't know. So as this guy must have been knifed by Olus, I guess. I think. I'm not sure this is right. I think he's Olus. I'm just not. Olus is the bit I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if I got the ID of Olus right. Shot with a gun by an unknown officer. If I've got his ID right, there are only 2 officers it could be. Again, I should be able to narrow this down, right? So annoying. It was not one of those. It had to be Parrott or Davis. The fact that it's not confirming it means either I don't have 3 correct ones. Or it's not right. Sorry, I'm getting tired now. And maybe I leave that there for tonight, I guess, potentially. Come back fresh and sharp and focused and ready to unravel the mysteries. Although it seems as though interest in the game has waned a little bit as well, so I don't know if I'll necessarily continue on with the stream with this. If you want more of this, you know the drill. You should probably tell me you want to see more of it. If I don't hear anybody say, hey, please finish Obra Dinn, then this is going to have to go on the pile of things that I want to finish for myself. Because if nobody cares, I might as well find a game that people do care about, you know? And then I will care about this in my own time. Yeah, for now I think I'm gonna go wrap this up for tonight. Get some sleep, ponder the mysteries of life and death and sailing, and await feedback and see what we might stream on. I guess Thursday will probably be the most likely day when I next stream. Would be typical, would be usual. Gonna keep on partying hard. Party hard video is gonna keep coming out over the next week or so. I actually don't know how many levels there are in Party Hard 2, but you know, I like making that video content, so I'm gonna keep on keeping on with that. That's gotta happen. But yeah, I'll leave that there for now. So thank you once again for joining me. Thank you for watching. It's been fun, even if it doesn't seem to have engaged people in quite as vibrant a way as I might have hoped. But there we go. Okay, so I'll see thee all on probably Thursday. Good night. If I quit the game, I can't just stop the stream. We know this. Right. Good night.